I don't think mixed shit works. Like, I don't believe in mixed shit because, like, for example, you either have pure. Okay, so like China is trying to mix capitalism now with their socialist society. They're becoming more and more capitalist. But as they mix shit, it's creating more and more problems between the government and the fucking people. And the United States tries to mix what is, you would describe laissez-faire, unfettered, pure capitalism with more like, I guess, like fascism, whatever, where government control steps in. And like, you go like, that doesn't fucking work either because it just fucks shit up. And so you either go all the way unfettered laissez-faire or you go all the way government control. And if you keep it one or the other, I'm a big believer in both ways work. You just have to commit to whatever system you are. That's why when I watched that North Korea documentary, I went, you know why the world says all this crazy shit about North Korea? The propaganda is not North Korea propaganding their people, which they do, but it's the whole world propaganding us against North Korea because they are full true communism, and they're the only ones to make communism work since the 50s.
I wouldn't say it works
in their
though.
Society.
I don't think
100% works. 100%. You can say like, oh, the people aren't happy. Oh, they cry. But you go like, do all the people fucking cry? Probably not. There's like 20 million people. But there's probably 19 million people who are just living their fucking life.
I don't care if you're happy or not. That's your thing. But the starving people, the money that's supposed to go to feed the people, none of it goes to the people. The people don't get to eat food.
That is Western propaganda that you're getting told.
I don't know.
And dude. I say like, it's bullshit. And that's where I go like, don't you think like mixing shit is always bad? You mix a little capitalism with a little socialism, with a little fascism, a little communism. Anytime you mix it, it muddies the waters. So you go all one way or go all the other way. It's like if like Obama's stimulus package, Keynesian economics can work, i.e. the Hoover Dam. But you cannot mix Keynesian economics with trickle-down economics. So you either got to go pure trickle-down or pure Keynesian. You cannot just fucking like go like, let's do a little of both. A little of both never works. You go Hoover Dam or you go Ronald Reagan. You got to pick though.
I'm still wondering.
Don't you think you got to pick a fucking side?
Where are you getting your North Korea news from? Where do you think this is the greatest place on earth?
The documentary, The Propaganda Game. Where the guy got unfettered, like the most access any documentary filmmakers ever got to go into North Korea. And he just captured it. He was from Spain. He was fascinated by his buddy from Spain, who is the only Westerner to work for the North Korean government. And the Westerner, the Spanish guy, was talking about how beautiful an idea of communism North Korea was and how it was the only place that achieved it. And he was, from a young age, fascinated by the ideas of communism and socialism and became enamored of North Korea when he realized it was and this is a crazy thing. They really are the only ones to survive. They're it. I guess you could argue somewhat Cuba, but Cuba has been very westernized since Raul Castro took over from Fidel. And Cuba fucking cured cancer. So again, not that bad. So you've got North Korea, which is apparently the communists. They survived, man. They are still a pure communist country, real communist. They're the Karl Marx dream. And there's an argument to be made for they pulled it off. They pulled it off. And we're being, because it works so well in North Korea, the whole world has gotten together and said, let's make them sound like crazy people. So we all laugh at North Korea. Oh, they can't shoot a bomb 5 feet. Oh, Kim Jong-il killed his uncle for no reason. Look at the fat kid who likes cake. We're supposed to see it as a joke so that we don't take North Korea seriously. Because if we took it seriously and understood North Korea, we'd realize that they might have pulled it off. They might have pulled the impossible hat trick off, which is a government by and for the people. 100%. Might have pulled it off.
You watched one documentary and now you're a North Korean sympathizer.
I might be a North Korea. I might be again, understanding you go all one way or all another way. I'm just saying, I think they pulled it off. I think they worked some magic, and I think we're all been sold a line of shit on them that is because the secret can't get out. Can't let that secret out. That'd be dangerous. If truly everything is everyone's and equal and equality, and you get food and you get housing and you get education, you get it all, and you contribute back to society, and it works. It's a working society of pure, unfettered communism. That secret can't get out because the powers that be do not like the idea that the government should be for one person only, which is the people. The government should be for the people. And they like being for the government, for the power. And the secret of North Korea is it's for the people. And the whole world, every other country in the whole wide world is in on this, like, don't let the secret out thing. That's why communism had to be destroyed in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. We had to destroy communism because it was a beautiful idea. And such a beautiful idea that what the fuck?
I've been trying to let you go.
Why are you doing this to me? You don't have to put the fucking tinfoil hat on.
I tried to let you go. I'm just sitting here shaking my head.
What? Because, like, if you think about it, that's the most beautiful idea in the world. The family unit is communism. Mom, dad, brother, sister, all under one roof. We all work for the benefit of everyone, and we all share everything. It's the family unit is communism. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And the government should work that way. Instead of hoarding our dollars and enriching themselves.
Hail Satan!
Give it to the people. You don't agree with any of this shit I say? Like, no, you don't see any of that?
You sound like a rambling crazy person.
Really?
I don't believe it. I think North Korea is a shithole. I've also watched documentaries, and they show you the facades. And like, if you stay on the nice tour and don't take pictures where you're not allowed to, it does look a very nice place. Once you start taking pictures where you're not supposed to, I think the true story comes out and the entire population's impoverished.
I don't know, dude. How do you know that that is not what they want you to see? And when I say they, you know who I'm talking about.
Well, it may be somewhere in the middle. But again, I don't think, like, they're on the cutting edge of what a country can do for its people and for its government, and all wrapped up into one.
Do you believe absolute power corrupts?
Yes.
Do you believe having control over, do you believe the golden rule? Whoever has the gold makes the rules.
I don't know if that's the golden rule, but yeah, that's kind of the way
Do you believe the golden rule?
I don't know if that's the golden rule. The eye for the eye thing, I thought, was like, treat others as you wish to be treated.
That is the opposite of eye for an eye, but that is what they say the golden rule is. Whoever has the gold that makes the rules, do you agree with that?
Yeah. Well, you're just describing North Korea.
No, what I'm describing to you is the fucking Illuminati.
What do you mean? North Korea, Kim Jong-un, everything is funneled through him. He has all the power. He's a god. And, you know, power corrupts. You
have to, because they invented a religion for their people, because in order to maintain the world that they have built in North Korea, this beautiful world, you have to, well, because guess what?
Own people's souls?
No, wait. People get the free education, they get free food, they get a free house. But so that they don't want to, because this is what the nature of people is. This is what the nature of people is. If you can't sell them this bullshit religion, you have to sell them the bullshit religion, because here's why. Because if you give everybody the same 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, you give them the same rations weekly, you give them the same free education system, and then you assign them roles in government with what they're based on, i.e., you are qualified to be a doctor, you are qualified to be a school teacher, you're qualified to be a garbage man, but you're all getting the same house, the same food, the same education. When you qualify that, if you don't establish some kind of crazy religion in which they believe that God is a fat guy that likes cake, then the people will start going like, well, I work harder than Tommy. I should have more things than Tommy. Or I am smarter than Ricardo. So I should have more things than Ricardo. No, so in order to have an equality society,
people will
equal
still
society,
think that, but it's the fear of execution for stepping out of line that keeps
they
them
won't
from
think that if their religion that is created by the government teaches them it is holy.
There's always some of them that don't.
But not if you tell them that they will go to hell.
Hail Satan!
You have to have the made-up religion, and you have to have the one leader, so that there's somebody to put their faith in.
I don't know what you
there's control over the people.
Where do we land on this conversation?
Preventing them from their wants and desires.
Where do we end up? Like, are you expecting?
Where do we end up? You got to. Here's where we end up. You got to suppress the people for equality. That's where we end up. You got to suppress the people for true equality, and you're either okay with that or you're not okay with that. And if I mean, it really is presidential stuff. It's where we end up with this is that you can go I think you're right. To wrap it up, we should wrap it up this way. The truth is,
suppress the
you
people.
have to be an extremist. You can either A, be completely unregulated, free market capitalism, borderline anarchy. That is acceptable. Or you can be oppression, communist, equality for the people. That also works. But when you try to mix and match, you destroy a working system. So be an extremist, go one way or the other way. Moderation is for the weak, and commit to whatever you do. That is, I believe that's what we learned today.
Hail Satan.